What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with some real Housewives of Atlanta news, honey. Child, it's been going down in these streets, honey. We got Cynthia versus Nene. Claudia, keep talking about Nene. Claudia, girl, stay your ass on Flop Soul, okay? That girl is obsessed with Miss Nene Leakes. She is. Okay, at this point, it is just getting redundant to me. You do not have to talk about Nene all the time. Now, I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth, saying, Miss Robinson, you're biased. You're a big Nene fan. Yes, I am. I am, okay? And it ain't changing over here, okay? I said what I said, and what I said ain't no bullshit, okay? But yeah, Claudia is just keep talking about Nene. Some of y'all go say, oh, it's her job. No, it ain't, because there's been several times where she didn't even have to talk about Nene, and the bitch was caught, talking about Nene. And I think that she is more of a fan at this point. Yes, she is. She is a very confused fan. Okay? Because anytime you don't like somebody like that and y'all don't even get along, like, stop talking about them all the time. Okay? Keep that damn mouth shut. Nene Leakes did an interview on V103 with Big Tigger. People was asking her questions about how the Housewives treated her after Greg passed. I'm going to play that audio, and then also I will be playing Cynthia's response to it, and also I will be playing Claudia, Al, and Funky, okay? And I got some stuff from my girl Michelle Brown. Shout out to Michelle. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to play that audio, and I will be in and out with my commentary.
Passing, every housewife in the entire franchise, reached out to me. Kim Zolciak definitely have texted me since Greg has passed, and she has stayed in touch since then. So I would say that we are okay.
I don't want to name drop, but I would expect her to.
Who?
I would expect her to.
No. A lot of people expect that.
Now, really quickly, guys, do you guys hear that? Someone brought up Cynthia. It is not that Nene just started bad-mouthing Cynthia. They asked, well, was Cynthia there? And I remember when Greg passed, a lot of fans was just like, well, why Cynthia ain't doing more for Nene? Now, we all know, I should say, that they were not cool anymore. Yes, Cynthia spent a lot of time, with Greg and with Nene through the years, but for whatever reason, Cynthia was unable to be right with Nene when all this went down with Greg. But, she did visit her at her lounge, and I don't see anything wrong with that, but I just want us to be very clear. Somebody brought Cynthia up to Nene. It wasn't just Nene talking badly out the blue about Cynthia.
No, she didn't even come to the repass. She did come like a week later after everything was done. She came by my lounge.
Okay, guys, so do you guys feel what Nene said, was it shady? To me, this shit is typical Nene. Cause y'all know, honey, how she feel about them Housewives. I don't feel like Nene needed to say, well, she came a week later, and, I feel like she came when she could. And I feel like, I'm pretty sure it was awkward for both of them because, they were not friends, but I believe that once Greg passed, everybody wished Nene well. I really do believe that. So I'm really not the biggest fan of how Nene said what she said, okay? But we know how my girl is, honey. She just tell it like it is. All right, so let's play what Claudia had to say. And Funky.
And got a few things off her chest. She expressed that Cynthia Bailey didn't show up until a week after Greg passed away, but revealed that every housewife did reach out to her after his passing. Nene also questioned why the housewives pitched in to send her a $200 bouquet of flowers instead of buying their own. What are your thoughts on Nene's concerns? And by the way, I know for a fact everyone didn't pitch in. Some of us did send her stuff on her own. And I don't know. Al, this is your friend. What do you think?
Now, before they get off into their commentary, something that I noticed about all three of them, and I could be wrong, but the Lenithia Lounge is a absolute success. I've checked out the reviews of it. I, just have heard of a lot of people going to the Lenithia Lounge and just having a time of their lives. And we see, the pictures on Instagram and the videos. And I just find it to be very interesting that all three of these people, they have never really mentioned the Lenithia Lounge and how it's a success and how they're happy for Nene and things are going well for her. But it seemed like as soon as she say one wrong thing, there they go. There they go with their motherfucking opinions. Okay, there they go, rolling their eyes, sucking their damn teeth. They are so annoyed. They are so distraught. Funky even dragged Nene. And Claudia stole her idea of having, the gay guys on a show. Y'all remember Nene had a show and we saw all the YouTubers drag her. All the people that, they can't stand her. They had all this negative shit to say. It's just so funny, right? They had everything to say about that show that didn't turn out well for Nene. I guess it was basically a rough draft. Y'all remember she put it out and it wasn't the most organized or put together, but it was good enough for Claudia to steal. Claudia, after that, got this show with what? 2 gay guys. So I hate you, but I copy every fucking thing you do. And then this bitch is gonna be on here talking about, Nene keeps saying and doing stuff that ruins her career, but bitch, you are on YouTube with another company, Fox Soul. You don't even have your own YouTube channel, Claudia, that's like super successful. For you to come at Nene in that way, like, to me, Claudia is very delusional. You're not even on Nene's level. Bitch, where is your lounge? Funky, where is your lounge? I'll wait. Al, what you doing? Okay? And to me, this show that they got, it wouldn't really be shit without Doniva. And y'all know sometimes I could take or leave him, but this little show with them is cute. But I think most of the people is tuning in to see what Doniva got to say. Okay? So I'm going to play what they had to say. But I just think it's very interesting that a lot of people like them talk all this mess about Nene, but they don't never mention the good that's going on in her life. It's any little bit of negativity. Let me say this. Let me say this slick ass comment. Let me say this. And then let me put her down. And that's why she's losing all these opportunities. Ciao. Bye. Okay.
This is so funny to me, and I couldn't wait till we got to this story. Let me tell you. Let me tell you why they pitched in and got a bouquet of flowers. Because they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't liked you since you left. And they all celebrated you after you left. And here's what happened, because I know human nature very well. Girl, I'm finna get a bouquet of flowers for Nene, child. Well, girl, how much is it? Well, girl, put my name on it. I cash app you $40 too. one person spearheaded it. Now, listen, from a human perspective, I think everybody felt sad that Greg passed, and it's the human thing to do. But we cannot, despite the Greg passing, ain't got nothing to do with the fact that they still don't really mess with you. And that is why you got the performative action of all of our names going on one card.
Listen, you don't like her, you liked Greg, whatever. Okay? Whatever. Y'all liked her ass enough to be up in that lounge, though, and take them damn pictures. That's what's very interesting. And I'm the type of person, if I don't like you and I don't fuck with you, I don't give a fuck who died. I ain't coming to that lounge. I don't want nothing to do with you. I thought that was good that they was all, coming to support her, right? I'm just confused.
So, Claudia, I was there at the it wasn't really a funeral. I guess it was a celebration. And all of the ladies a part of that franchise, Real Housewives of Atlanta, were in attendance except for Cynthia. And I think most of them came to celebrate Greg. Because if you knew Greg, then you knew that he was a great guy. And I don't think the flowers being pitched in had anything to do with not liking Nene. I felt like that it was just probably the coordination of something. And yes, Claudia, she did get your flowers. She told me to tell you thank you. But, I think this was a celebration of Greg. So regardless of how those women felt about Nene, everybody that interacted with Greg and part of even production knows how great he is. So hopefully that wasn't indicative of how they felt about Greg, because it was that day all about him.
You know what I have an issue with? I didn't mean to cut you off, Claudia. The nice, nasty dog whistle. You know what I'm saying? The implication. She didn't come until a week later. I mean, maybe she had another obligation that prevented her from being there. And that's
true. That, I do agree with that Cynthia probably had, another work commitment.
I don't know, the expectation that I guess she was supposed to be there on day one. Like, y'all ain't even cool like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, and if it wasn't that, then it'd be being reported that she was being phony. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she showed up and I ain't even talked to her in a year. Now here she go trying to be at the house and eat some of the fried chicken that the family brought over. It's like, with certain people, you just cannot win. And I want to tell you something from somebody who's experienced death, lost both of my parents. It was actually the people who called me and came and saw me the week or two after the death that actually had the biggest impact, because people call you the day of the repast, the day of the funeral, then they forget about you.
Good points. Everyone shows up the day of or the day before, the day after, but what about a week after? I'm going to say this. I'm going to be careful with this as well.
Bitch, shut up. You ain't going to be careful with nothing, because anything that is concerning Nene, you got something to say. Always.
It's no secret that her and I we're not cool, we're not friends, we're nothing, we're nothing.
But you act like y'all are something, Claudia, okay? It's almost like it's serving single black female or something.
Out of respect for Greg, I did send condolences, and I never made it public. I didn't put it out there or post something. Or
bitch, you telling us now, though.
Tell the world and whatever. But I did feel triggered when she posted, when I heard about this story. I'm like, hold up. Well, no one owes you anything. I wouldn't have to spend $1. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with your husband and paying respect to the man that we all got to know and love, who was so supportive and kind. Even when you were beefing with his wife, he was still a class act. And Nene, I can't tell you how to grieve, because, again, I've never lost a husband. I've never lost a mate. I'm not.
And you ain't never kept nobody for not over no 20 years, okay?
Married. I just have a boyfriend. But, it's just such a tacky thing to did you Google how much the flowers cost? The things that you said about other people, you're lucky that anyone even showed up for you, actually. And the fact that people rallied around you, I thought was a beautiful moment. So let's not ruin it. Let's just build on that moment and move forward. You don't think?
Well, why won't any of you come out and speak positively about the Lanithia Lounge, Funky? Okay? I'm just very, suspicious of people that just always want to report the bad, never say anything good about a person. And that goes to some of these YouTubers too. They don't never say nothing good about the Lanithia Lounge. They'll hop on this story though in a minute.
And what would a separate set of flowers did? Like what would it have changed?
If I don't like someone and they lose someone, usually I'm just not going to say anything. So, if they put it out, that's fine. I mean, I really just feel bad for her. And I just feel like Nene is making these missteps that are just further sabotaging her brand and her.
She's sabotaging her brand, but she got more money than your ass. You over there sharing a check with Funky and Al. Okay? She loves saying how Nene is sabotaging herself. But Claudia, you use Nene's name all the time to go viral. Because other than that, don't nobody give a fuck about you. You was Kenya's sidekick when you was on Housewives. Period. Your storyline, bitch, was being biracial, which is nothing. There's so many biracial women out in the world. You claim you was so smart, but that was your only storyline. I think this bitch is bitter because they asked her, well, they didn't ask her, I should say, to be back on the show. And I see Portia has quit the show. I haven't really spoken out on that. How do I feel about that? I mean, hell, it was probably time for her to go. She didn't want to be dragged by the rest of the girls for messing with Fallon's husband, honey. Okay. So I saw that coming and I'm not shocked or surprised. You got Kenya, Candy. They both need to go because we don't care. I have recently said some positive things about Kenya for supporting Nene and, going up to the lounge. All of that is cool. I stand by that. But I'm not interested in Kenya more on Housewives. I'm not. All I'm interested in as it pertains to her is maybe seeing the baby. But I don't care about Kenya and her dating life and divorcing Mark. I'm so fucking over her and Mark and that lack of a marriage. If it was really a marriage and the back and forth between them, which I think she will use as a storyline, going into season 14. And I'm just over that. Sheree is coming back. Sheree is whack. You could tell Bravo is pulling shit out of the crack of their ass because they ain't got nobody else to join this damn show that's going down the wrong road, the wrong damn road. Sheree, I guess, is with Tyrone. Tyrone has gotten out of prison. So, and then it is some new girl, I may report on that, you guys, at another time, but, I think they got a couple of new women on the show. Hell, at this point, bring Shamari DeVoe back, let Shamari get drunk and hell, we could talk and kiki and laugh about that. Put some other women on there. Okay? Let Phaedra come back. Phaedra should have came back with Apollo and his girlfriend, and we could catch up with the kids. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I am not excited about Candy opening up another business, and I'm not interested in hearing about her, Todd, and them 1,200 kids they got. Boring. I'm feeling sleepy. I don't want to see Kenya or Candy. They could have went right along with Cynthia, in my opinion. Portia ain't on there no more. I think they just need to recast. They need to recast because I'm bored with all of them. They are not interesting. Y'all put it down in the comments, honey, what you think about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14. Let me know, will you be watching? If I watch, it'll just be out of habit at this point, honey. I'm not excited about it, the way that I used to be. Let me play some of what Michelle said on her live.
How you doing?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
just calling because I am very pissed off today.
Why?
Can you see? I mean, as I'm going in and out.
No, I can see you. You good?
Okay, so I'm pissed off because, first of all, they just took that little interview of Nene's and put all these little scenes on Instagram, and the interview was not even bad. I watched it, Mm-hmm. Not only that, like this woman just lost her husband. Is Claudia that desperate?
Yeah.
She has to go this route to degrade this woman still. Okay? After this lady just buried her husband not even a full month ago.
Okay.
Okay, something has to be done about this little dried up ass Claudia. Number two, Al is not her friend. Okay? Your friend will never sit there and allow anyone to slander your name, especially once again, this girl just lost her husband. Al is a typical gay man. Okay? Him and that little black roach. Name? Junkie Diva, whatever.
Not Junkie Diva. What do y'all think about what this person is saying about Al? Do you feel like Al is a friend, Do you feel like he allowed Claudia and Funky or Junkie to speak ill of Nene? Let me know what y'all think about that.
For that thing, I can't even get my words together because I'm so upset how they is doing her. People have did this lady in for the last couple of years. I mean, don't they give up? What is the problem? And I don't want her crying and stuff on national on no platform like she's folding and stuff. The woman is going through it, but enough is enough with these damn people.
I agree.
Hello?
I'm here, real bitches.
I'm just sick of them, Michelle.
I'm sick of them too.
I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them trying to do her. Is that Al? If she be around Al, Nene needs to get it together too and cancel Al ass. Okay? Because he's a piece of shit.
Ooh.
He ain't no real friend. Ain't no friend gonna sit around and let nobody take your name and dog you like this here, especially
while they sit there on mute. But
yeah, they sit there on mute. Al is a piece of shit, honey. Please let me read. Look at this little junkie ass, junkie diva looking like Pookie off of New Jack City with those white lips.
Michelle got this damn picture of Funky. Did y'all see the picture? When I tell you, she be dragging his ass. I was just cracking up with the picture that she put up of Claudia and Funky, honey. It was crazy.
Ran the fuck over too. Excuse my language. I'm so pissed off, Michelle. It's just, I'm sick of them doing her in like this. Enough is enough with these people. I just don't want her crying and stuff like that, though. She can't cry like that. And she's just human, but I understand, Michelle. She cannot cry. Please don't cry.
Okay, so really quickly, guys, let's hear what Cynthia has to say.
Leaks. She called Cynthia out during her Instagram live, saying you weren't there for her after her husband died. Now, before you say anything, let's check out this clip captured by the Neighborhood Talk.
No. A lot of people expect that. No, she didn't even come to the repast. She did come like a week later after everything was done. She came by my lounge. It's really hard to explain Housewives. It's almost like a dysfunctional family. But they all reached out. They all sent flowers or something. Actually, I was surprised because the first set of flowers I got was a bouquet from like all the Housewives. Like they went in together. I'm like, why do y'all need to go in together and buy some damn flowers? Like, it's all of y'all work. You don't need to, let's go in together and buy $200 worth of flowers. Like, you can spend your own $200.
How do y'all feel about that? Put it down in the comments.
He was doing a radio show at V103 Atlanta during that IG Live. What were your first reactions when you saw this? Because I know a lot of people were sending it your way.
And really quickly, guys, before we get to what Cynthia has to say, this is Real Housewives of Atlanta right here. Like, if they could get Nene's ass back on the show, and I know some people will be like, oh, well, she's grieving. Yeah, she's grieving. I I honestly though can take or leave Nene being on the show, but like all of this is what makes the show, because there's nothing that they got going on now that we care about. Now they have given Marlo a peach. Marlo should have been got a peach. Okay? He should have been got one, but see, them giving Marlo a peach was them being desperate. They knew, they didn't have nobody else on the show really giving you much story. I don't know what more are we gonna learn about Marlo. We know she's taking care of her nephews, which is, something that's very great. I really do praise Marlo for doing that, but will we see Marlo date? Does Marlo ever want to get married and have her own children? Like, what new are we gonna learn is what I want to know. Y'all let me know.
I was honestly surprised. I actually found out when I left here yesterday. And let me just say this first. I know that Nene is still mourning the loss of her husband. Yes. And you can't tell people how to mourn. However, I do think that, speaking for myself, I came with the best of intentions. I was not able to make it to Great Celebration, but it was my mission in life to make sure I connected with Nene once I went back to Atlanta. And I did. And the reason I think I was so surprised is because when we did connect, for me, it was even better than even if I had gone to the celebration, because I got to spend some real time with her, one-on-one. We laughed, we drank, we smoked hookah, we danced. I was like, this is the way it was supposed to be, because I felt like I had at least reconnected with my old friend on just a respectful level.
Yeah.
And that's why I was there. I'm very clear that we're not friends any longer. But in the spirit of the beloved Greg Leitz, I wanted to go and sit with my old friend. And that's what I did.
And that's one of the stages of grief. One of the stages is anger. And I think that is probably what's happening, that people tend to lash out and when you're asked a certain question. And so I just think that we just have to give her grace.
Okay.
And space.
And space. And just, and people are going to say certain things. People are going to, make assumptions. You have a right to handle your friendship just like she has a right to handle her friendship. Yeah. And, you good at not say anything. I saw the flowers. The flowers was nice.
Right?
And let me just speak on that really quickly. And I agree with what you're saying 100%. And I appreciate you saying that, because I really had to think about that. I was like, wait, because at first I was like really hurt, because I was like, dang, I thought we had kind of, turned the corner on this thing. Yeah. But I said, wait a minute, this woman just lost her husband. In terms of the flowers, we all came together because we thought, like, I was going to send flowers. Everybody was going to send flowers. We don't have a problem sending flowers. That was not even the point. And really is almost embarrassing to even address the whole flower situation. But since you put it out there, I'm going to address it. Okay? We actually thought that it would be more impactful,
as a group
to say, hey, we actually took time to come together and try to, like, figure out this whole flower situation. Because anybody can call 1-800-FLOWERS.
100%.
Flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thought she would be like, oh my God, they went and figured this out. And Marlo was gracious enough to, take the lead on it. She was like, I'm going to pick out the best flowers. And y'all know Marlo is over the top. So I was like, these flowers going to be banging. They will be way better than any flowers I was going to send. So Marlo, you take the flowers. Tell me how much to cash out. Let's go. She's going to be blown away. And Nene loves flowers. We really... And this was like right when we found out. It was like, we have to do something. So it was like a united front on our part. Be clear, the people that sent those flowers none of us were in a great place with her. But we still wanted to do something because it wasn't about her. It was about Greg. 100%.
And I agree with everything that Cynthia is saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what she's saying.
Respect for Greg.
Again, I feel bad for everybody involved, and like you said, you can't tell people how to mourn, and I think you're right. And I know your intentions were in the right place, and as long 100%. As you know that, I think we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. We're good. I don't even actually have to talk about this anymore. Like, I just decided after, because I had like a little false hope after we got together. I was like, okay, you know what? We can live in this respectful place. When I see her, it's cool. As a matter of fact, when I left the lounge, which I pretty much have closed down, the next day, we were texting, like, she said she might be coming in we can have dinner or whatever. I was like, okay, I can sit with my old friend and have a cocktail and a crab cake. I can do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is just, it was positive.
Yeah.
And then when this happened, it was like, okay, so I've pretty much decided after this interview, I'm just
the one thing I know about Nene, she's a good person. I just think, like I said, it's right now, it's a stage of grief.
Right.
And she'll come back. She'll come back around.
What? So we're going to keep her in prayer.
We're going to keep her in prayer.
Keep her in prayer, y'all. We've got more days.
In public. I just feel like that's what they want. They want to see her weak.
Yes, it looks like they're winning. She just thought she's hurt. And then at the time, this is the time when she really needs Greg, because I'm pretty sure this is when Greg helps her and holds her up,
Yep. I agree with that too, though. What do you all think about what Nene said as far as the flowers? Did you feel like it was petty? I'm happy that they thought enough of her to send her flowers, even though, none of them was on the best of terms, with her. They all had, a love for Greg. But some people are saying, well, Nene is grieving and, there are different stages of grief, and those stages are denial, anger, depression, and acceptance.
And give her a word of encouragement. The girl really misses her. I'm shaking so bad because I'm just so upset that they're doing this lady like this. Enough is enough with this. Michelle, Claudia needs to be canceled. Okay? And that little raggedy ass show needs to go.
Well, she was never put on to be canceled. So
I know that's right.
She got them gays doing her dirty work. She got them and that Al is a piece of shit, honey, with his pretty. I can't stand him. He's a piece of shit to me.
Oh, okay.
Look at that junky ass Geneva, whatever that thing is. Well, that little black ugly roach. That's what they should be calling the roach. Is that damn junky Geneva? Because that thing is a black monster.
Oh.
That thing is a sight to see online when he's on there with Claudia. They don't do nothing but use his little black stupid ass.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't stand some people, girl. Some people that's going out their way to take this woman down. The lady, they got everything they want. Let the lady have some peace. They got everything they possibly want. They got her off the show. They trying to spend her name. They got everything they want. And this woman just buried her husband, honey. A husband that them bitches can't never even get. Claudia so ran over and ran through. It don't make no sense. Don't know, man. She talk about, I ain't got no husband. I got a boyfriend. Girl, he's only there, honey, probably draining. She's probably paying a dick bill.
Oh, you got a boyfriend, honey. You done had a boyfriend for...
Girl, a boyfriend, honey, get somebody to put a ring on your little dried up ass. That little pussy that been across this.
She need a man friend, not a boyfriend. She need a man friend.
She needs something, honey. She needs something other than worrying about needing and stalking this grown ass woman.
Okay, guys, so Nene does like another video where she addresses Claudia.
Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, here it is right here. This is it. Okay. We're going to start it. We're going to listen to it. Y'all listen to what she had to say about her stalking.
Hi, guys. It's Nene. No makeup. But listen, I just had to jump on here to just say a couple of things really, really fast to you guys. First, I love you guys. And thank you so much for loving me, okay? The next thing is, there are some people in the world who live in negativity consistently throughout their entire life. And then there's sometimes in life where you have people who are stalkers, who actually stalk your life. I want to say everyone that reached out to me during the time that Greg was sick and during the time he was crossing over, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for everyone and everything. I'm so grateful. Listen, I'm very much a person that if you ask me something, I'm going to tell you. Yes, I am learning that every question does not need to be answered. I got that. But I want to say thank you to Tigger and V103 for having me on the show yesterday as a guest co-host. We had a super positive show. Obviously, any show that I do, they're going to ask me about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? They did. I spoke positive of everyone. Everyone. I have nothing negative to say. I don't. My time on the show was what it was. I have nothing to say about any person, nothing. I'm done talking about all of that. Okay? So, they asked me if the Real Housewives sent condolences or gifts or anything. Everywhere I go, people ask me this stuff, okay? I get asked this stuff every single day. I said 1,000,000 times. Every single person that I can think of, maybe one or two didn't, the entire franchise reached out. The black girls and the white girls, okay? Bravo reached out. That included Andy, all the executives. Everyone reached out. The camera people on the ground, the production crew, everyone reached out. I was asked about gifts that were given. No, before I was asked about that, I was asked about if Cynthia attended Greg's repast. No, she didn't. I answered the question very honestly. I'm a very honest person. She did not attend. Did it bother me that she didn't attend? No. Seemed like it bothered other people because other people were always coming to me asking me about it. It didn't bother me. She showed up a week or so later at the lounge. Great. We had an amazing time. I think she said somewhere we had a great time. It was awkward for about 10 minutes and we had a great time. We had an amazing time. We laughed, we partied, we had a ball. It didn't really bother me. Okay? It just didn't. Greg's sickness was what it was. He understood what he was going through. He knew he was going to die. We had these conversations 1,000,000,000 times. Okay? I was asked about the gifts that the girls get. I was asked what gifts the Real Housewives gave, or if they gave a gift or something to them. I can't remember the exact question it was. And, you know, I'm kind of flying them out sometimes. So I said some little something on the side. But what the truth is, since we're speaking on the truth, I did receive flowers from the Real Housewives cast. And it lists their names: Kenya, Candy, Cynthia, Marlo. I think that's what it said. And I later said, I had a conversation with Marlo about it when she came to me. And I said, I did get the flowers. I just, you know, everybody had to chip in to get me a set of flowers. We're just kind of talking about this. It's the truth. And I at that moment when she and I were having the conversation, I did feel away. Because Todd's mother passed some years ago. Greg and I catered all of this food to his mom in New York. And Marlo's brother passed, and I sent, you know, things to cater for Marlo. And but later, Candy sent me a huge bouquet of flowers. We text each other. I told her how much I thanked her. Marlo sent me money after that to buy things with for the repast. I'm grateful for everything. Like, we had the conversation. They bought a bouquet of flowers. It didn't matter. My house was like a garden. Okay, I got flowers from everybody from around the world. Okay, flowers came in from everywhere, and I am grateful. Okay, I just don't feel like I have to get on here and break it down and explain, because we had such a positive, fun show, and I never spoke negative of anyone. And my stalker is consistently speaking of me, but I'm telling you,
Claudia,
I'm not the one. You need to stop your stuff.
I agree.
You know, I am not the one. I'm over here trying to live in a positive light. Please, I'm asking you to leave me alone.
All right, y'all. What y'all think about what Miss Nene Leakes had to say y'all get down in the comments. Let me know, how you feel about everything that was said, honey, on this here podcast. Do you feel like Nene should have said what she said about Cynthia, coming a week later to the lounge? Do you feel like that's what kind of started everything? Do you feel like she was innocent and was just answering the question honestly? Do you feel like Nene was being shady? Do you feel like she is grieving? And from day to day, how she feels, it may change. Do you see what I'm saying? So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. But like I told y'all, I'm very sick of Claudia talking shit about Nene. I feel like she always got something negative to say. She don't never say nothing positive. It's always, she said that. Let me take that. I never seen Claudia, hell, not even Al, who was Nene's friend, or Funky. I never see them say anything positive about Nene and the lounge and how successful it is, but yet they couldn't wait to drag her about that that show she had, with the gay guys and all of that. We ain't gonna get off into that, but we did see Claudia steal her idea and get on Flop Soul with Doniva and Al and pretty much try to steal Nene's idea, honey, okay? They say imitation is the highest form of flattery, honey. And I would have to agree, because that's all I be seeing. Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out in the next video.